We're going to be learning about passive income, making money from your laptop, internet money. Good stuff, guys.
Cool. Yeah, all right, cool. So basically, I'm not like the best expert. There's no doubt about that. But I do have some experience because I actually have set up an Amazon company before. And in that instance, partnered with my friend, and we were trying to pool our money, make some passive income. Now, it is definitely work in one sense, but then it's also...
Nick, can we get you more in the center?
Yeah, no problem. And at that, it's also like a chance for you to just do minimum work up front and then eventually find how... Like one input can lead to like residual funds in the sense that you consistently make sales, and you can follow like how much your inventory is and follow up with everything like that. And so, yes.
What's your advice on what's your opinion on the hardest thing on starting an Amazon store?
Yeah, up front, I think it's just really understanding the concept behind it. It's different than the PayPal's.
Yeah, it's different than Shopify. It's more like you have to buy it, all the product first usually.
There's that function of it, right?
Yeah.
So there's that level of control that comes with it in the sense that you're making an investment into inventory, and then you're trying to sell it. So there's two ways of basically doing it to just address what you're asking about right now: FBA or FBM.
Yeah.
So FBM is definitely something that guys can do very well. They're like the ones that are like linking up with Ship It or like there's like a particular
drop shipping,
like just drop shipping to the effect of like where there's a service guys that like I just can't think of the name off the top of my head, but in the sense that they'll do the inventory just like Amazon does.
Yeah, I like
fulfill
that.
it for you. Right. Okay. Cool. So a lot of the guys that do stuff like that, they're definitely cued in on the trends of things.
Yeah,
so
most definitely. Yeah.
Right? So they're going to be hugely...
Like when COVID came out, some people were selling masks right off the bat.
Right.
Blew up.
Right. And so, yeah, just to be clear, that's a great example of FBM making residuals and helping you. So, but to shift gears, there's FBA, fulfilled by Amazon versus fulfilled by myself.
Okay.
FBM. So just to be clear, that's the technique that I've learned. There's a gentleman named Bo Crable. I can actually give you guys his info and whatnot.
I love it.
Yeah, and he has a legit program from A to Z, what to do. He actually hooked me up with a lawyer who was able to give me a discount, and I was able to actually get an LLC written by him.
Yeah.
So the point was, to just be clear, I can maybe write it down and then they can like just tear this off, is that you're going into this with an EIN business.
Yeah.
Amazon kind of doesn't want you to do work with anybody that's not a
and
real business.
And it's an EIN number basically. It's like the business account social security number. It's like forces of fortunes.
Yeah. It's a really good point. So, you know and all that. I'm just gonna dive into it for everybody else, right?
Yeah.
So, in what Bo Crable suggests is that you can be small enough. You can try to do it on your own, but until you get that EIN, get that business and that LLC, you're kind of liable for a lot of different things.
Yeah.
There's different stories of people getting sued over what they sell because you're part of the chain of sale. And then, just hold on for 1 second. Just so you be clear, what I'm trying to suggest is that the point here is how you would want to set up a business and then through an EIN number, so you register in your state. Let me just set this. Is a company you're registered as an online sales. I'm just trying to remember. A retail company, online retail. So these are all things that I would necessarily write down, and now I'm recognizing that I can't write it down as I'm thinking about it. I'll get a printout for you guys just so you can actually walk away with this. So that being said, that was the point. You get the business as an LLC that secures an EIN. Your point was about how it's a business. It's like the business's SSN that allows you guys to get loans and different things like that. The Bo Crable program Actually, there's like a financial lenders that you can actually partner with through them and stuff like that. I'm not here pitching the Bo Crable thing. I'm pitching the Amazon sales to you guys right now. So if you're not in position, so if you want, so let's just be clear. You probably need like 2K. Let's just be clear. The 2K is going to be the idea of like 100 or 2 that it's going to take to set up your account, or I mean your business and register it in the state. Because it's typical registration fee. And then you're gonna be able to set yourself up on Amazon, and you get the seller's help. So just wanted to be clear that those are 2 main components that allow you to sell stuff on Amazon in the most like certified, quote unquote certified way for Amazon to take you seriously instead of just a Joe Schmo on the street. So now just this. What I want to be clear about is the backstory to why I'm here talking to you guys is the fact of the matter that there isn't, like, what is the trick behind doing Amazon sales? And I want to be clear, there really isn't technically a trick. I had one guy try to talk to me about it, like, what's the algorithm, how do you crack the code? I tried to be very clear, there technically isn't an algorithm like that. If you've all noticed, when you type in a product online, on Google, whatever, Amazon's one of the first things that pop up.
Always.
So in Google's search engine, you're definitely going to be able to do an algorithm thing with keywords. In Amazon, it's different. The function of that is there's a buy box. You've all seen it. It's the yellow part with the blue button that says buy now. My point to you is anybody, it goes in, Amazon ranks the buy box as a priority of themselves first. So if they have the inventory in their warehouses personally, and they have a good deal in price and it's on sale, they get it first dibs. I've gotten beat out by Amazon once by that. Bought a whole bunch of one unit. It was a bunch of like Marvel comic action figures. One set, I bought like 63 units, sold them out in one weekend. Thinking I'm going to do the same thing, buy another set of Marvel comics, knowing that they come like it. Had to do with the Loki shows on Disney. Okay, I was getting so in that instance, Amazon had already gotten was part of that initial release, and they had the best price. So okay, that is the one thing that I think anybody has a way of telling you how to bypass that. You're not going to happen. The point here is there are products, there are enough vendors that you can reach out to that actually have inventory that Amazon to become a company that used to sell books and now it's this multi-billion-dollar company. 50% of all its revenue is done by third-party sales. That's where you guys would come in. That's how I was trying to fit in to the picture. So let's get back to the point, the buy box. The buy box looks like this. If your FBA and the products are already at Amazon, you match the price. So those are the 3 ideas. You match the price. It's a new condition. Excuse me, that was the third point. A new condition, and it's already at Amazon warehouse. You go into what would be a second tier position for the buy box, and you get rotated throughout the whole process. Whoever has that inventory for that price, Amazon doesn't have it, and you 3 do, you 5 don't. The point would be, any one of you buy it from one person, you get it from her first, then the next person gets it from him, the next person gets it from him, and then it rotates through. And then people are actually maybe challenging, playing with the prices. I think, to be honest with you, you lose money doing that. I think at one point, when I told you about how I sold out a whole 63 units in one weekend, it's because I kept like lowering the price to compete with everybody. I just wanted to get the sale first because it was my first time doing it. My point to you is I probably would have made like $5 more if I just held on to the price.
We've got 5 minutes left. Do you want to take some questions before we're done here?
Yeah, so that was exactly. So if that's the point here, what I'm trying to emphasize is there is the Bo Crable program that actually would help you engage the vendors, the back story of like your company, and then like the LLCs and the different, not laws exactly, but just like, you know, things about accounting, how to like keep your and stuff like that. But as far as what is Amazon, how you guys are gonna make your money through it, if you're doing, the trick would be to recognize that Amazon already has the infrastructure and they are allowing you to do FBA if you have your paperwork in order, your EIN, keep that stuff straight. You would purchase from an actual vendor that is a, let me just, this is like the key point. They are, it doesn't have to be, it's not that it's from a manufacturer, but an actual retailer. So that you're buying these things and so you can make a sales tax purchase or a sale off of it. So I know that sounds really complicated. There's more to it that needs to be broken down. But I'll take questions right now in the sense to say, like, we can maybe, if this makes sense, is cool to you guys, even if it's just a handful of you, we can pull more info, but like get this actual context written in a paper, I can pass it to you guys. But I'll take questions now. Excuse me.
So I have two different questions. One, you talk about LLC and liability. So like, let's say it's supposed to cover liability. What happen if they would sue me? How would that work?
Yeah, so just to be clear, the LLC, so this goes back to what I was trying to say about.
That's something I've been trying to learn about.
Yeah, so just to be clear, an LLC is like a second tier to like the first tier, which is like the idea of having like multiple organizations.
Yeah.
Okay, the LLC is like the baby of that.
Okay.
So what you're doing is you're saying this is its own business, this is its own entity, and what it does is operates independently. Depending on how you spend the money, though, and so there's this act of trying to keep your personal funds separate from your business.
Yeah.
So you follow all the rules. Technically, only the company is liable for anything.
Okay.
Whereas if you're buying something, going on vacation extra with the company card, and you don't like have your paperwork saying like, okay, we took a loan from the company or something to that effect, you're putting yourself at that risk. And just to be clear, the reason why, like what I was trying to bring up about not just buying from a manufacturer, but a real retailer. My point was a distributor rather is how people refer.
Yo, Nick, sorry, we're out of time.
You're out of time.
Why don't we just get some applause for Nick real quick?
Yeah, that's the point. You get to avoid.
Can I give you this info before you leave?
Yeah, definitely. Did you guys want to know?
That was Minos, guys. Thank you so much for the presentation. We got to get you to your next stop.
Yeah,
thank you.
It's about an hour, so we just want to cut it
Alright.
short so we don't have to pay as much, frankly.
Cool. Don't worry, we'll get you the info. Don't worry. It'd be my interest too.
We'll do email. We'll get that.
Maybe one more round of applause, just because.
We got to get you to Connecticut.
Yeah, let's go.
Sounds cool.
Hey, can I get a sheet of paper?
Yeah.
I was gonna.
Did you guys see that guy's beard?
Yeah, it's
Like,
crazy.
Like he twirled it like.
I'm gonna go practice my times tables.
That's our sketch.
You guys still don't finish?
How do you guys do it so fast? Yeah.
We
still have to revise it.
It's pretty fucking solid though.
It's good. It is really good.
Well, we can't wait to see.
Oh, okay.
Man, I wish I lived more time with that guy.
Yeah.
Yo, how long was it? You and me were just talking about investments and they came in. Yeah. Okay.